Babies, we are gonna be talking about 69 today. It's literally everyone's favorite number. Don't lie, we all call it out every single time we see it, but yet nobody seems to really enjoy it in the bedroom. Usually when we think of 69, we're either thinking of our young years, like high school, first hot, steamy makeout session turns into dry hump. Then we escalate into a 69 position before we get real hot and steamy with sex. And then we also go to our exploring time, where 69 is used to explore our pleasure together. However, 69 can be good literally at any age and for any experience level. So it's not just youth and it's not just exploration. And to be honest, it's actually one of my favorite positions. However, it can terribly go wrong and feel like a goddamn circus or like you're choking. And it can also be extremely uncomfortable. So I'm gonna share my 5 tips on how to maximize 69. With our first tip being, you need to prep yourself. Now, when it comes to being intimate with somebody, hygiene is extremely important. 1, we need to be clean because we don't want to be smelling all like nasty and mean. And 2, because of safety. And 3, honestly, because when you smell better, you taste better and you feel better, which leads to being more confident. But in this position, I am saying scrub yourself, because your booty hole and their nose are gonna become besties. And vice versa. I am saying get yourself a scrubby or a loofah and you are gonna scrub the crap out of that skin and you are gonna wash all the way up in there. Yeah, I mean, if you can, you just gotta get a little bit of your finger in there and wash it out. But ladies, this is not your vagina we are talking about. We are strictly talking about the booty hole. But you do want to still wash everything because hygiene, like I said, is oh so important. Now, understand that we are all humans. We are all gonna have a natural body odor smell. And our genitals aren't meant to smell like genitals. We're not out here made to smell like cupcakes. And to be honest, if you're a real G, you will love the smell of your partner. Because I don't know about you, but skin can smell so good, or like somebody's scalp, ooh, it can smell so good. But if you are not clean, it's not, chances are, it's not gonna smell good. People aren't gonna wanna play with you. Your partner is not gonna wanna play with you. So you want to show up nice and clean, and especially in 69, because like I said, it is no surprise that your booty hole is gonna be right next to their nose. My second tip for you is you need to get comfortable. You need to find some position where you are both comfortable giving as well as receiving, because when you're trying to receive pleasure and you're all like kinked up, knotted up, like contortioning, it is not pleasurable because you're focused on the kink happening in your neck, your low back being blown out, and something being shoved down your throat or your tongue being put to work. Am I right? Am I right? When you're uncomfortable, you're just uncomfortable and you're not focused and you're not fully present in that moment. So we need to find a position where we can feel comfortable. Well, Miranda, we're talking about 69. So 69 is traditionally in a heterosexual couple, the woman on top and the man on the bottom. This is done for a few reasons. So we all know men have a penis, and that is something that is going to be going inside of something. Because if we switch roles and the man is on top and the woman is on the bottom, we could be seriously choking. You could be gasping for air because you officially have zero control of the depth of what your partner is shoving into your mouth. However, I will say there are people out there that do enjoy this. Me, myself, I actually do enjoy this. However, you do need to have a safety signal, obviously, because your mouth is gonna be full. And there's gonna be times where you're gonna be 1, gasping for air if you choose to be the bottom. 2, you could be close to vomiting. And 3, you're not gonna be able to speak words. So a pinch, a push, a grab, a slap, these are all signals that we can say to our partner, like, get off, I can't breathe, pull out, I need some space. But you need to have that safe signal if you are choosing a max sub for $69. So if you're not actually into that type of ink, then definitely stick to a woman on top. However, there is a much more comfortable way to do 69, and that is side by side. Over here, we love side laying 69 because you can almost let your legs scissor around each other. That, and also if there is a big height difference, your partner can just crouch their back a little bit more. And when you're doing side laying, you both have freedom of your head and nobody is stuck with the force of gravity. My third tip for you is to find a rhythm. Now, I think this is where a lot of people go wrong and why they don't like 69 is because they think it is go, 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 go. I am putting out, putting out, putting out, and my partner is also putting out, putting out, putting out. So we're both just go, 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 go. How can we receive pleasure? How can we actually embody what we are feeling? How can we be present in the moment? 69 is really about that ebb and flow between receiving and between giving. Just because your partner is giving does not mean you need to give to them back right now. There's nothing wrong with sitting back and enjoying that receiving moment. And then there is going to be points where you guys are both giving and they're slowing down, and then there is enjoyment. It is about that ebb and flow, about that dance, that groove, that move between the two of you from receiving and giving. Now, one really great thing about 69 is that it's actually really good for the people that are more anxious about receiving. This is because you get to give at the same time as your partner is pleasing you. Now, usually in the couple, there's somebody who likes to give a little bit more. Now, it seems to be in all my past relationships, I just keep running into the ultimate giver, and I'm an ultimate giver too. So it's like battle of who's gonna give, but this is probably why I actually enjoy it, because we both get to give. And by being the giver, we usually are receiving pleasure by giving. However, in 69, we are actually receiving physical pleasure from our partner too. So it could be a really great way for you guys to bond. However, this is not a replacement for your solo oral sessions. And by solo oral, obviously I don't mean giving yourself oral, because like that's not even physically possible unless you're like a contortionist. But I mean, like, no judgment, but like I wouldn't want to give myself oral. But I mean that one-on-one, meaning when your partner is giving you pleasure and all you have to do is just sit back and relax, because this is not a substitute for that. Okay, this is a whole nother ball game. So just because you do 69 all the time does not mean that you get to skip out on just eating out your partner or just sucking them off. Now, the fourth tip I have for you is to use your hands. The beautiful thing about 69 is that our hands are usually free. So you can use your hands to caress and touch and glide across your partner's body, stimulating those different erogenous zones. Everybody loves a good booty grab. I don't care what gender you are. You love the booty grab. And if you don't, I mean, I guess you don't. But you can also be touching your partner's clitoris or their penis or their balls. You can incorporate doing handies at the exact same time and give your mouth a break. Sometimes it might feel like your jaw has just been destroyed or the back of your throat has been absolutely slaughtered. So yeah, sometimes we need to dial back and we need to use our backup. And it is never a bad idea to bring a toy into the bedroom. Honestly, if it vibrates, chances are it's gonna bring that much more pleasure. And my fifth one is do not forget the butt. Do you like butt stuff? I like butt stuff. Do you like butt stuff? Oh, you like butt stuff? Perfect. This is a perfect time to incorporate butt stuff or some backdoor play. Now, this is not something you decide to do right in the heat of the moment. This is like almost a pre-discussion that we have. And chances are, if you've been with your partner for a while, you most likely know if they enjoy butt stuff or if they don't. So butt stuff meaning like you could go like balls to the wall and be using like a butt plug, maybe going for a full finger. Or you can stick to just using your finger externally and massaging it or applying a little bit of pressure. Or you could go full blown in there and just toss that salad. But honestly, chances are if you are in 69 and you are wanting to give it a shot, chances are you probably are a little bit more open to butt stuff than you'd like to admit. And I mean, everybody who I've been with has been like, absolutely no butt stuff. And literally within the month, I'm like, So you want to try that out? I'm just like slowly creeping around, creeping it in, stimulating, you know, but we're still talking about it because ultimately at the end of the day, if you are bringing anything new into the bedroom, communication is key. And quite frankly, communication is always needed in the bedroom because we want to know if you like what I'm doing, whether I need to speed it up, slow down, whether you want to move positions. I want to know if you're into it. There is a verbal communication. You can make some noises, you can straight up tell me, or you can give me body language cues, but you gotta be really aware and get to know your partner before you can kind of take those cues. So at the end of the day, communication is definitely gonna be your best form. And yes means yes and no means no. I will not repeat it again, okay? Because we should just know this by now. So if your partner says no butt stuff, that means no just creeping in there and just randomly shoving a finger in. That is not cool. Just because I enjoy butt stuff does not mean that I enjoy butt stuff all the time, okay? I like to be warmed. I like to be asked. All right, babies, that is all I have for you guys today on how to make 69 just a little bit better. Maybe it isn't for you, but maybe it's a way of like feeling back into your young years and kind of mixing it up with some dry humping, some making out, and then ending it in some 69. All right, babies, I will see you next week for another episode on how to stroke the clit right. Cheers, babies.